What's going on, guys? Joy400 back with another Vnotes. Evo's back in the garage. Nothing's bad. It's just that stupid oil leak. I'm gonna put that stupid bracket on because I found out that it's actually leaking from that bolt to where the bracket goes on the oil pan. It's not leaking anywhere from above. What's happening is while I'm driving, the faster I go, when that drip goes from that bolt, the serpentine belt is flicking it up. And it's going all over, and it just looks like it's coming from everywhere, but I checked everything. Everything's dry, but that part of the oil pan. So I gotta jack up my car and go, look for some bolts to put in that bracket, because I don't think I have those. And hopefully put the bracket on. I'll probably put some more RTV on the edge so it doesn't seep through or whatever, and put some more on the bolt. And then hopefully that will be the oil fix. So let's jack up the car. Into the car, you see it's basically coming right from that bolt. One right there, that's right behind the serpentine belt. And the serpentine belt's flinging it up, and it's going up there, and it's flinging it around there, all that shit. So the bracket connects right to the AC compressor to that bolt. So, I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that the part where it's leaking is where a bracket goes. But let's go ahead and fix this shit. Bolt that goes through here, all the way through here, and can reach the oil pan threads. I found the OEM one, which might work better. It already has one bolt in it. I still got to find a long enough bolt to go through it, but I mean, this should work, right? So I'm going to see how this fits on there. And if it doesn't work, obviously, then I'll have to use that one. But Tico has this one on his oil pan. We have the same oil pan, so it should work. So let me go try to test fit it. And one didn't fit this part fit, but when it came around to these two, that one and that one, they were off-centered. I can get this one in, but I wouldn't be able to get that one in. So I'm just gonna use the one it came with, but I can't seem to find the long enough bolt. I found the OEM ones, but they're too long. It doesn't fit in that one, so I had a makeshift. I'm just gonna have a spacer on here and then a washer there until I get the correct bolt, but this should work fine. It's just gonna look stupid, but it's gonna be under the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some RTV on these threads and on the bottom of this bolt right here, or this little washer, and we should be good to go. All right, well, it either looks really ghetto or it looks factory. It looks like a plug's supposed to be there. Doesn't look that bad, right? Nice little makeshift plug. But anyway, I put some RTV on the bolts, the head of the bolt, and on the seal right by the serpentine belt. I'm gonna start the car, let it run, and see if it seeps out. I am gonna wait about 30 minutes for this RTV to dry a little bit before I do it, and hopefully it doesn't leak. If it does, I don't know, man. I do not know. I love when I'm working on my car and Amazon decides to bring me a package that has my name on it. And it is OBD2 scanner from Amazon. It's actually fucking $35. It does everything. It actually talks to you as well. So I can, scan my own codes now. I don't have to go to HP Logic. Pretty excited. Still waiting on this. Hopefully it doesn't leak. I'm actually really glad that it doesn't look like it's leaking from the crankcase cover. I'm really excited it's not leaking from my Nesquik, obviously. I saw a little bit of, can't really see, but right over here in the corner is a little wet. But that shit's normal, I guess. I don't know. I'll probably take the valve cover off and put some RTV there. But other than that, it's not, the whole crankcase cover is dry. This is annoying. I'm thinking about getting the quick release bumper because the end on this is broken, this stupid little plastic piece. So other than that, overall, small little problems. AC still doesn't work. So the AC blows out only hot air, and when I put the Freon in, it blows out cold air through one side, the left side, and then as the fucking Freon's leaking out, it just fucking gets hotter and hotter, and then it just blows out regular freaking air. I don't understand why when it's fully charged with full Freon in it, it blows cold air out all the vents. But once it starts losing that Freon, it only blows cold air out the left side, and then once it's all gone, it's all regular air. So we put the dye in there and we found no leaks. No leaks of dye. So it's either the compressor is bad and it's leaking internally, or there's a leak somewhere we can't find it. So that's where I'm at, and it's hot as shit out in Florida, and it's not the time to have no AC, but I got a race car. That's my excuse. So let's fire this baby up and check for leak. So far we got nothing. I gotta take it for a drive first. All right, just took the car for a drive, let it sit for a while. Let's check underneath to see if there's oil. If there is, it's coming from somewhere else. Let's check. Moment of truth. I think we're Gucci. Look like oil anywhere. It's the brake clean I wiped it with. Looks good. Okay. So the final test is gonna for me to send it, you know, wide open throttle to see if it's a pressurized thing. If not, then we're Gucci. If there's oil everywhere, I think it's coming from the bottom of that crankcase, that bottom part. So if it is coming from there under pressure, I'm just gonna put some RTV on that bolt, put some more RTV on the side, tighten it. If that doesn't fix it, my car's just gonna have a piece of cardboard under it for the rest of its life, because this is freaking annoying. All right, well, let's go for a ride and check the pan. So, just came back from my ride. Got some bad news. Let's see the leak. Still leaking from that one area. Doesn't make any freaking sense. Dripped all the way down to that bolt. I don't know. God damn it. Typical. So I'm gonna let it cool down and put some RTV on the other side. Make sure it's not coming from that bottom cover, and then go for another drive. But I'm just getting annoyed. Alrighty guys, I'm on the last straw now. Just got to O'Reilly's Auto Parts and they have this spray on sealant. If this doesn't work, I'm going JB Well, baby. O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Alright, Permatex spray leak repair. Supposed to work for the Evo, well, for any leak. I really hope it works. If it doesn't, JB Weld, and JB Weld doesn't work, I'm getting rid of this oil pan because I think it's warped. So let's head home, let the car cool down, and see if this works. All right, pulling the last string on this. I let the car cool down a little bit. I have to spray it brake clean to get all the oil and all the grease and all that shit off so this stuff will stick. I saw on the internet that this works. I mean, I also saw on the internet that Hillary Clinton became president of the United States. Who am I gonna believe? Don't know. Worth the shot. So spray it down with brake clean and go ahead and spray this. I can't believe I'm spraying my car with spray sealant leak. Oh man. All right, let's do it. Right. Warm up the car and then turn it off. Pre-clean area, done that, blah, 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 overspray. I'll wipe that brake cleaner, cool. Lightly wipe sprayed area with clean cloth, reapply. Use 3 to 5 coats for best results. Wait 1 minute in between coats. Hold out 30 to 45 minutes, returning to service. Okay. Let's do it. Brake clean action. All right, so I sprayed the 5 coats and it's not messy at all. Just gotta wipe some of the shit off. I sprayed some back there and then all on this RTV right here and then some across there. So I'm gonna let it dry for 30 to 45 minutes and then we'll start it, go for a rip, and hopefully it's not gonna be leaking. All right, I waited about an hour. I'm gonna start it up. Took a shower, my bad. I'm gonna start it up and let it run for about 30 minutes. Give it some revs. If it's not leaking, then we'll take it for a spin. And hopefully it's not leaking, so let's do it. Hold on, guys. Just got up and took the car for a rip last night. Went to some places. And it's time to check to see if it was leaking. Moment of truth. Oh, jeez, that's bad. It's everywhere. It's like worse than before. Oh, up there and shit. Oh my god. Over here? What the fuck? It's like something broke. Jesus Christ.
Alright dude, so got the pan cleaned up so it's dry. All the way dry, all the way around. I'll let it run now to figure out where the oil's coming from. In the meantime though, pretty sure I figured out where your AC leak is. This line was rubbing on that. You can see where it rubbed the big chunk away of the AC line, so I'm sure there's a little pinhole in there. That's where you're leaking all the Freon from. Same thing's gonna happen here. I don't think it made it through, but eventually that's gonna rub through. I don't know who did this, but you're gonna lose some brakes soon, so definitely want to take care of that. Dude, I don't know what this goop stuff is. This is the worst decision you ever made in your life. Yep, gonna run it now, see where the oil's coming from. I for sure know we have a lot of oil coming from up top. So regardless of whatever this oil pan's leaking, there's definitely another leak up top. I think a lot of like this stuff here, that's just all from the catch can. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll find something easy to fix. Okay, about 2 minutes of running, and first obvious sign is, if you can see it, we have oil puddling up right there. That's just coming from the bracket, the front bracket that holds the engine up. Once that drop falls, it's going to hit the crank, and well, it's just going to spray it all over the place, which is, I think, what you've been seeing. So I'm going to chase for that leak. Alrighty, man. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that that missing bolt right there is probably our issue. The oil seems to sprout from that location, moves down, hits the pulley, gets sprayed everywhere. So when we have something like that, I mean, that's a pretty big deal. So I have to assume this front case hasn't sealed properly because it doesn't have all the hardware.
I'm an idiot! You're an idiot! All right, fine. I'm not talking to you anymore.
So there you have it. Forgot to put a bolt in, apparently. I remember taking that bolt out, and then this is when Samet and Rudnick were dynoing the Miatas, and I went back to go put the motor back together, and I put the engine mount on, and just never put the bolt back in. But
can't see it with the mount on because it blocks it. So it's my bad, messed up. That's where the leak's coming from. Still trying to figure out the AC. He recharged it, so I'll check that tomorrow. But yeah, I feel like an idiot. So I'm gonna have to crank half the motor up and pull that cover off, or I could just Joey 400 it and put a bolt and nut and put some RTV and see if that works. So yeah, that's just not cool at all. So if you guys like this video, like button, subscribe button, comment. See you guys in the next one.